It was a time of the Jesus movement around the
Right.
country. A lot of college people were experimenting with psychedelic
Right.
substances. People were searching for understanding and identity.
Right.
And tell us what happened to you in those days. What was the transition?
Well, I wasn't particularly searching, but you know, the Lord touched people that were searching and people not searching too. It was like a revival, really. But I had a real supernatural experience at that time. My parents had taught me about the scriptures, the prophets, the Messiah, etc. But I had pretty much put that on a back shelf until the age of around 19 there, and I was a sophomore in college there. And we knew and sensed, all of us kids who were part of a small Messianic fellowship, but we were all going to the same college, but we knew God was doing something. And so we decided to pray, gather together and pray, which was a joke because we hadn't prayed in many, many years, and it was the furthest thing from us, and we were not reading the Bible or anything. But something was happening, and we gathered at my parents' house, and there's about 40 of us, and my parents weren't even there. We split up into 2 different rooms. We didn't even know what to do, really. We were sitting around a circle, and I still recall that I felt an impression in me to get up and walk across the room and talk to a friend of mine who I had a problem with. And I sat down, and I began to say, "Joe," and suddenly there was an audible wind, whoosh, right through the room. No cloven tongues of fire, but an audible wind, whoosh, right through the room. And not one person in either room, both of us experienced at the same time. We went flying out of our seats. I mean, we could not sit down. We went flying, catapulting out. We began to jump up and down and praise God and confess sin, whatever was in our lives. Got it out. We praised God and confessed sins, cast out demons out of everything alive and dead. We just cast them all out. We were just so overwhelmed by the presence of God and the power of God for 6 hours. We couldn't stop.